I had a really fun time in high school. Or did I? Oh no. It's all coming back to me. Oh gosh.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? I am the hero, Cool G. High school. What a time to be alive. You're going from middle school to high school, which is a whole different playground. High school can be pretty tough. I mean, there's a reason a lot of people drop out of high school. It's a lot of stress, it's a lot of work, people get anxiety, and a lot of trying to fit in. But that's only like a small part, like a little fraction of what high school really is. So in this video, I'm gonna offer my advice to all you freshmen out there, kind of like stuff I would tell myself, when I was a freshman in high school. I'm gonna break down some important stuff, maybe talk about like some do's and some don'ts, and just motivate y'all. Because besides all that negative stuff that you hear from other students and like people around you, high school can be one of the best times in your life. Subscribe to my channel today because I am on a mission to motivate the world one person at a time. Be sure to hit that notification bell so that you know every time I post a new video. Follow me on all of my socials to further the motivational experience. And be sure to like the video down below and comment your favorite part. What's some advice that you would give a high school freshman or a high schooler in general? If you're a freshman now, what piece of advice helped you the most? Let me be your guide to surviving high school. Buckle in and get excited because it's going to be a very bumpy but amazing ride. Actually, you know what? Before I start the video, I'm going to make a quick change. Woo, all right. That's more like it. I haven't seen this thing in a minute. With that being said, let's get to the video. So here's my advice to all you freshmen out there. So the first piece of advice, explore. As someone that's coming from middle school to high school, you're new. Embrace the change. It's in this year when you're kind of like just forming impressions about everything, like, little social circles, definitely who you are as a person. So it's gonna be okay to get out of your comfort zone. Like, be open-minded to like do new things. Think about freshman year as a way to reinvent yourself. Whatever you were like in freaking elementary school and middle school, whatever status you have with your friends or whatever, it doesn't really matter because this is high school, not middle school. Don't be afraid to like express yourself. Whatever stuff that you like and the interests that you have, just keep those. Don't let anybody like change that about you. There's so much to explore about high school. You're gonna have all new different teachers. There's gonna be a chance for you to make, all different types of friends. There's so many more extracurricular activities and like groups you can get involved with. I mean, it seems like the possibilities are endless when you get to high school. So definitely just explore the things around you and what your high school has to offer. Don't be like a hermit crab and just kind of like be to yourself. Like, don't worry about all the people around you and all the things that you're missing out on, because this is just about you. It's about your journey going through high school. You are setting the foundation right now in this year for the next 4 years of high school. So yeah, just explore. Just get out there. Don't be shy. It's gonna be okay. Which leads me to my second point. Build friendships. Make friends. Survey the classrooms and all the social groups and stuff. Find people that share your interests. Making friends is probably gonna be one of the most important things to do in high school because these are gonna be your ride or die people from freshman to senior year. So it's during this time where you find out who your real friends are, where the real ones at. These friendships you build, like these friends that you get this year, they're gonna be your support system. None of you guys know what's going on. You just got to high school. So you need friends to help you, go through it, navigate through all the classes and stuff and watch each other's backs. On top of that, just be kind to everyone. Like, be a nice person. Nobody likes a jerk in high school. Like, there's gonna be those people that are always just gonna try to like roast you or be mean to you, especially like to the teachers and stuff. And it's like, why? Why be mean? Just be a nice person. You'll find that being nice and kind to people really gets you somewhere. And also, remember to be nice to your teachers too. You got them clowns who think it's funny to just pick on the teachers and to just disrespect them. Fights. Yes, I've seen people fight teachers, verbally and physically. They don't get paid enough to be bouncers at a nightclub, at a school. Just be nice to your teachers. They don't get paid enough to put up with all your BS and stuff. Next piece of advice, ask questions. Man, let me tell you something. You will get lost your first year. Heck, your first semester, you're gonna find that you have so many questions about so many things. The saying goes that freshmen don't know that they don't know. So definitely ask questions. People are not gonna do that around you. Be the trailblazer. It's okay. Ask questions in class if you don't know how to do something. Ask questions to your friends so that you understand like the social groups and stuff. Ask questions about lunch, just anything. If you don't know something, how do you get that information? You ask questions. I know a lot of people will look down at you, or they'll even look at you like,
Man, why you ask so many questions? Like, just go through it.
Why don't you ask questions? You look kind of dumb just sitting over there.
definitely don't let people push you into not getting you to ask questions, because it's like, if we don't know how to do an assignment, or if we don't know like certain things, we're just gonna be sitting here being lost. You don't want that. The next thing is get involved. Like I said earlier, there's so many new things to explore in high school. Like I know in middle school you have a small amount of extracurricular activities in middle school, but you get even more clubs and groups in high school. So if you're interested in like art or like pottery or painting, there's a club for that. If you're an athlete, there's more sports. I know you got like soccer, tennis, basketball, bowling, golf. You got them all. So definitely join a group that interests you. That's how you make friends. That's how you build relationships with people, and it makes school more fun. This helps you to explore what your passions are, what you really like, so that for the next 4 years, you know what you can be working on and working towards. Plus, this takes some stress away from all the other classes. Like, I know you just sitting up in history class like,
Bro, why do I care what Abraham Lincoln said like 100-something years ago?
or you're just lost in math class because they started putting letters in these equations, and it's like, bro, what does A, B, and C have to do with 1, 2, and 3? Pythagorean? Definitely get involved, because some of those people that are in those groups with you are some of the coolest people. The next thing, know your values. Don't be pushed around so easily. There's gonna be people that are gonna get you to do things that they think are funny, but in all reality, they're just using you for entertainment. And you definitely don't wanna be hanging around people that are just bad news. Because honestly, if you do, you're just gonna end up in like ISS, in-school suspension. And nobody wants that, because the ISS room is never a classroom. It's always like one of those mobile classrooms that's in front or behind the school for some weird reason. And it smells, it's all, freaking graffitied up. And with that, definitely avoid the seniors too, because chances are they don't really care about you. They don't wanna be your friends. You'll know the real ones when you see them and when you meet them, but there's a lot of them that are just gonna use you as entertainment. Because somewhere along the line, those seniors that pick on freshmen were once freshmen that were picked on by seniors, and they still think that it's cool for seniors to pick on freshmen. So know what your values are and stick to them. Don't be fake, be you. If you have that mentality in your freshman year, I guarantee you, you will continue to build confidence the further you go up, like your sophomore year, your junior year, and your senior year. Just be true to you. A lot of people are gonna pick up on that energy, and they're gonna want to be around you. Like, you have like your friend circles, and you're gonna find that it's actually more enjoyable to be around people that think like you and that have similar values to you than people that just wanna like mess around and they don't give a crap. Know who you are on the inside. The next point, probably a big one too, develop good time management. Like, manage your time well. If I had $1 for every time I either missed an assignment, or I turned one in late, or I didn't know that there was a test, I'd probably have more money than Elon Musk. I'm just being honest. In all the classes that you're gonna take, it's gonna be a lot. You're gonna have to remember dates. You're gonna have to know when to turn homework in, when you're gonna have quizzes and tests, especially knowing when you have to have essays. So what helps to develop time management? Get a planner. That's one thing that I wish I had when I was a freshman. Something where I can just write down all the dates and all the assignments that I'm gonna have for each class, because it's gonna be a lot of information. And if you don't know how to like take good notes, or you don't know how to stay organized, you're gonna get lost, and it's gonna negatively affect you. Chances are they're gonna give you a syllabus, and it's gonna have like, here's what the class is about, and here's everything that you have to know, all the materials and stuff. Keep that paper. If you don't have a journal, then you keep that syllabus paper, because you're gonna need it for the rest of the year, and it's gonna remind you of all the stuff you need to do. So definitely like take some highlighters or some different colored pens and highlight all the stuff that you need to know, like assignments and tests and all that. I know this is gonna sound kind of harsh, but the first thing that you turn in with your name on it begins your GPA. It might not matter when you're a freshman, but let me tell you something, it's gonna catch up to you. So definitely have an awareness of all the stuff that you're doing. Like, just do the work. Don't try to find ways around it. Y'all, why do people think cheating is cool? Just don't cheat. Give everything that you do 110%. It's gonna be hard work, but that's just part of the learning process. Also make sure to take good notes as well, because you don't wanna borrow notes from your neighbor and they have chicken scratch. Like, how does someone not take notes well? There was a person I knew in high school and they took like the smallest notes ever. Like, you could barely read, it was like fine print, and it's like, how am I supposed to read that? But you know, I can't blame them. Sometimes the teachers take notes way too fast, or they go to the next slide and it's like, we haven't even wrote the first line down. If there are any teachers out there watching this video, please don't run through the material. We can't write as fast as you teach. Next piece of advice, being stressed out. Listen, it's a lot. You're new, you're a freshman, there's new teachers, there's new friends you're gonna make. You're gonna be involved in new groups. Like, it's gonna be like everything is different and new and everything has changed. You're eventually gonna get stressed out and you're eventually gonna get anxiety about something. That's okay. You're not alone, and chances are everybody that's in your class is feeling the same way. But that's completely normal because you're in this different environment that you've never been in before. But here's what I want to say about that. Take care of your mental health too. Everything I say in this piece of advice is based off of my own experiences when I was a freshman in high school. Don't worry about what anyone thinks about you, whether it's what you're wearing, whether it's what you do or you say. If you find yourself asking a lot of questions in class, whatever. Because first of all, why do they care about that anyways? Like, worry about your own life. And two, it's just gonna add more stress on you. So get that out of your mind. So don't worry about being stressed out. It's normal, it's natural, it happens. You got this. It's just your first year. The next piece of advice I wanna say is to just bring your own lunch. If your high school is anything like mine, you have a lot of students. I went to a 6A high school. If you guys are unfamiliar with that, basically, a lot of freaking students in the school. I think when I graduated, there was a total of 1,700 people that attended my high school. My class alone had over 650 people in it. Can you imagine what the lunch lines look like? Not to mention they only give us 30 minutes to eat. If your high school is anything like mine and they give you a small amount of time to eat, more than half of that time is just waiting in line getting your lunch. And then when you sit down, you got like 5 minutes to eat. I mean, how do the teachers just expect us to grab our food, eat within like 2 seconds, not humanly possible, and then run the class? What is it, prison? That would make a lot of sense though. Those teachers that monitored the cafeteria definitely felt like the wardens. So what really helps is to just bring your own lunch. Chances are the food's gross anyways. Oh, but you know what? That brings me back to when they served that morning pizza, that little morning pizza square. That thing slapped so hard. I don't know if your high school had carried that, but man, that morning pizza square saved my life. Oh, just thinking about that morning pizza square makes me want to go back to high school. Not really. Sorry. All right, guys, this is a big one. Next piece of advice, relationships. Don't get caught up in relationships. I know.
There's that one fine girl, or there's that one fine boy.
It's all new different people in your class and stuff. You really like them. You have all these different crushes. Calm down, relax, bring it down a little bit.
I don't need it.
It's not the most important thing as a freshman. Trust me. It's not worth it anyways. But I do encourage you to date in high school. I mean, don't get me wrong, you're going to. It doesn't matter what I say. Heck, I've even dated a lot. Were they successful? Not really.
Ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't.
But I understand. You're gonna find that you really like somebody and you really wanna be in a relationship with them. That's okay. But just understand that it's not everything. Like, don't let that be the center of your attention, because you're still trying to find yourself and figure out the things that you like and stuff. So don't get caught up in a relationship. Don't catch feelings too hard. Please don't catch feelings too hard. It is somewhat healthy to be in a relationship in high school. Like, go through that whole process of, you know, liking somebody, being with them for a little bit, breaking up with them, and then move on. Experience that at your own risk. you know what? I take back what I said earlier. If I had $1 for every time I got rejected in high school, I'd be the richest man alive. But don't be so focused on a relationship that you don't do your homework, that you're failing quizzes because all you're doing is thinking about your boo. And if you have friends that are in relationships, just be there for them. Relationships. Why do they exist? Lastly, have fun, guys. Just have fun. And one way to do that is to just be yourself. Don't try to fit into a mold that's not for you. Like, high school's not about trying to fit in. It's about expressing yourself. It's about being true to you. So just be yourself. Explore. Get involved. Do things that you like to do. Meet amazing people. Be their friends. You know what I'm saying? If you want to get in a relationship, that's cool. If you don't, then don't. Do things that make you happy. If I would have told myself back in high school as a freshman to just have fun, a lot of things would have been different. I was one of those kids that was always stressed out about getting good grades and about people liking me and stuff. But having fun helps put everything in perspective. Like I said, you're gonna go through all of this stress and all this anxiety. You're gonna get stressed about what people think of you. You're gonna not know what to do in certain situations. You're gonna have a lot of weight on you. But I'm telling you, with a positive mindset, it helps you to go through all that BS, to go through all that stuff. Self-affirmation is key. When you wake up, start your day by looking in the mirror and giving yourself a pep talk. Start your day with positive energy. Because when you do that, you find that the people around you are also affected by that. You never know who's having a bad day. You may think that what you went through is the worst thing ever. Like, I tripped in the hallway, everybody laughed at me. And then the next day, someone got milk spilled on their lap or something. And it's better to be a positive person than to be a negative person. Don't be a downer. Nobody likes that. Nobody likes hanging around people that are always bringing you down. It's like, come on, dude.
Don't you have to be stupid somewhere else?
Not until 4.
High school's a lot. So in order to get through all of that, all those stresses and challenges of high school, all you need is a smile. Smile here, smile in here. And just take it one step at a time. Filter out all the bad stuff and have fun. You are not the first freshman to go through some stuff, but you won't be the last one either. Build your foundation in your freshman year, because it's in this year that sets the tone for the rest of your high school experience. So how do you want it to be? It's not about what other people think, it's about what you think. Whatever happened with the first week of high school or whatever, just move on from it. Everything is gonna be all right. Dang, okay. I think I'm gonna take this jacket off now. I forgot how sweaty it makes me. Whew, much better. Remember to like the video down below and comment your favorite part. What advice helped you the most? What's something you want me to talk about? Because I'm definitely gonna make other videos about, high school advice. And if you already went through your first week of high school, how did it go? Was everything cool? Did you mess up? Did you accidentally fall in the hallway? But like I said before, I am definitely gonna put out more high school advice content. There's so many things I wish I would have told myself, not just as a freshman, but as a senior, sophomore, and a junior. Well, I hope this advice was very helpful for you all today. It's gonna be okay. High school, everybody goes through it. You're not alone. All the stress and all that stuff that you got going through your mind right now, just take it as it comes because it's normal. But remember one thing, you got this. I believe in you. Your friends believe in you. Your family believes in you. If you got animals, your pets believe in you. So you believe in you. Well, that's gonna do it for today's video, guys. I'll see y'all next time. But remember, stay super.